oil has been mixed. It's a free oil. You want to stay away from that because that will cause your blood sugar. That will cause you to have diabetes. You want the natural peanut butter that has the oil sitting on the top when you buy it. You know, you look and say, ooh, why is the oil on top? That's the way it should be. And then you can mix it in as you use it. That's very important. Okay, let's go on. Should diabetics drink fruit juice? Should diabetics drink fruit juice? What did we say we do not want to do? We do not want to spike up, because what will that do to the organs in the body? It will injure. So instead of fruit juice, what should you give a diabetic?
Water.
No.
Water.
No.
Not the fruit?
Instead, right, but what's the fruit called? Instead of orange juice, give them an
orange.
Orange. Absolutely. Because we don't, what is the fruit juice missing?
The fiber.
The fiber. You need the fiber. See that fiber, what that fiber does is it keeps the sugar balanced, and it keeps it from rising up too quickly or going down too quickly. Is that understandable? So,
okay, so if I take my orange and juice it, I can't drink that juice if I'm a diabetic?
does it have fiber in that juice?
Yes, it should. That's the orange I'm using right then and there.
What is that juice when the diabetic, we're talking about diabetics, what is that juice going to do? It's going to spike it, and that's going to cause injury. If you eat the orange, it's not going to spike it. It's going to cause it to go gradually up, and then it will come slowly down. It's not going to go boop, boop, like that. And that's what you find with diabetics most of the time is they take the mint candy, goes up, an hour or two later, they need another candy, goes up, an hour or two, right? Are we getting to the root of the problem when we do that?
It's kind of like refined sugar.
That's right. We're going to be talking about that.
From the cane, right?
Absolutely. Now hold on. I just wanted to read something about grains that I put in my paper. Where did I put it? Does anyone know how many parts to a grain there are? Yes. 2 grains. Maybe I didn't come to it yet. We'll get to it in a moment. Oh, here it is. It's my next part. Okay, so now we're going to go to the treatments. Natural treatments. Now, we already turned off the water. How did we turn off the water? How did we turn off the water?
Eliminate the fat.
We remove the fat from the diet, the animal fat, and if they're eating plant fat and it's too much, lower it, right? Tell them how much. Should they have 2 avocados at one sitting? No. What about that guacamole? Is it easy to eat a lot of that guacamole? Yes, so even vegans, vegetarians, strict, we have to be careful.
How much fat do we tell them that is needed? I mean, how do you qualify that to a patient?
A half an avocado is good. 2 tablespoons of seeds or a tablespoon of the nut butter spread on toast.
A day?
Yes, every day. If your child came to you today and said, should we eat fruit every day?
Yes. No, I'm just saying, because usually, I mean, normally they will be eating protein 3 times a day. Each meal will consist of a protein.
That's where you want to educate them to
once
lower their protein
But once they
intake.
eat that tablespoon or 2 of peanut butter, they don't need any more protein for that rest of that whole day?
We're dealing with the fats and the natural fats. Protein is a whole nother subject, but they don't need, if they're eating animal protein 3 times a day, they've had the protein they need for the day.
Okay.
And then they've got the animal fat.
All right,
so the key is eliminating the protein
So
intake,
the
the
fat.
animal intake, yes.
So the fat that's enough?
Yes, that's enough, absolutely. We don't need a lot, but we do need some fat. It's for body insulation and thermal regulation. Cut? We're done? Okay.
Oh!
Can I just 5 minutes?
Natural treatment.
3 minutes?
3 minutes. I have to get about 4 o'clock.
Okay, 3 minutes. Okay, we'll continue this tomorrow. But let me just tell you this. Remove all white items. And this is why. And then we'll continue tomorrow. Remove all white items. The grain consists of 3 parts. You have the bran, You have what's called the endosperm, and you have what's called the germ. Okay? When you eat the white products, the main important stuff has been removed. The bran is where the fiber exists. Fiber is high in the bran. They remove the bran. That's what the white products are. So when you eat white products, what are you lacking? You're lacking the fiber. The fiber has something in it called time control. Fiber wraps around the starch, and it controls the rate at which the starches are converted to glucose, or what we call sugar. When there's no fiber, the starches convert to sugar instantly. And that's why you have the quick rises. Straight up to the roof. This is why diabetics have to eat so many meals a day. If the diabetic eats whole grains, the sugar goes up evenly. And it's not at that spike rate that we were talking about earlier. There is constant fuel going on at one time. As a result, the whole grain items give you better glycemic control. Does that make sense to everyone? Okay. This is why diabetics should never eat foods without fiber. And that, once again, is why the orange juice is dangerous to diabetics, because it gives that increased quick spike, and that injures the internal organs. So instead of the juice, orange. Okay? And then we're going to stop there for now.